Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Carly Bell, and I love to do machine embroidery tutorials. And today I am so excited because we have been working on the sew along for several weeks now, and today is the day that it all comes together. So we have been working on the Kimberbell Star Spangled Beauty ladder quilt, and I bought this last year. I've been dying to put it together, and today we're going to do it. Not going to finish it today, but we're going to put it together. So, good morning. Good morning. I hope y'all are all having a great day so far. I want to ask really quickly, how is the sound? Can you hear me okay? Because I got a new microphone and I bought it like several weeks ago, but then I couldn't make my computer work with it. But yesterday, I finally think I figured it out. So I just want to make sure everyone can hear me okay. And one of the things we're going to test out with this microphone today, as well as with my old microphone, it did a great job of canceling out all the machine stitching sound. And I don't know, I'm praying, this one's going to be as good as the old one, and even better. But when we get to the part where I'm stitching, now we're not doing any embroidery today, we're doing sewing. But let me know if you hear like a ton of sewing background noise when we get to that part. I'm probably going to forget to ask you, so you try to remember for me. So I hope everything's going good. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I stayed up till like 10:30 last night doing my homework. So if you are new here, we started this sew along back in April. And let me go to my website so I can show you. And I did I did a video like giving you an intro, showing you how to set yourself up for success and what was the planned schedule. So it should be the first link under this video, but let me navigate to it real quick. I have a whole page dedicated to sew alongs, and here's this one. So this is the schedule we have been working off. So we started on April 15th, and we've been doing a class 2 to 3 times a week since then. And today is Thursday, May 21st, and we're piecing everything together. But if you notice on this side, there's not a ton, but there was some homework where we did these 2 blocks live, but this block was like almost the same thing as this one. So I'm like, okay, that one's homework. There were 2 applique frames. The second one was homework. There were 2 lace stripe blocks. There were 2 pieced filler blocks, and there were 3 8-point stars. So 2 of those were homework. Then we had filler blocks and borders. Oh my goodness, the borders went on and on and on. So if you are catching up or just joining us, I have recordings to all of the past classes are on this page and on my YouTube channel, so you can go and follow along at your own pace and not stay up till 10:30 at night like I did doing homework. But all the info on today's sew along is on this page, supplies, links, thread colors, and I have a free download for you all the way at the bottom here is kind of an organizational chart to help keep you organized throughout this whole project. Oops, sorry, forgot to turn my phone sound off. How do I do that? Okay, there we go. So that free download is to help you get organized for this whole project. So I was a terrible student for myself, and I did not complete my homework in a timely manner. So I stayed up until I was working on it all day yesterday, and like in between answering emails, and I had a dentist appointment, and Elise had something at school yesterday, and like all the things, I'm sewing blocks and sewing blocks, and got it all done. And this morning, got it organized and made sure everything was trimmed, made sure I had all the blocks. And I'm happy to say I am ready and so excited. This thing is going to come together quickly, and it's going to be so, so, so cute. So I just want to take a minute to say hi to everyone in the chat. I see Shay is here. Good morning. Joanna, Dee, Trish, Elizabeth. So glad y'all are here. Thanks so much for joining me. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Yeah. One announcement I have is that tomorrow we are having a sip and stitch. So sip and stitch is a monthly project that I do live on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, where we make a project from start to finish. So like the sew along is a long thing with multiple hoopings. Sip and Stitch is a one and done, start to finish project. And I'm trying to remember where the project is. It's still over here. Let me go grab it. I was taking pictures of it and I left it in my little spot where I take pictures. But this is what we're making. And it has multi-function. In this way here, it is a stroller sign. So you can take these ribbons and tie them to the handles of your stroller. And if you've ever been to Disney World, you know that this is really nice to have because they move your strollers around, you misplace them. This is going to help you spot it in the sea of black strollers that they have. You'll be able to notice yours. So it's a frame, an in the hoop frame, and I've personalized it and added ribbon to it. The other way that you could use this frame is sewing ribbons that hang from the bottom. So we're going to incorporate them before we do this final satin stitch, and they will hang from the bottom. And then I'll be ready tomorrow, but we'll clip bows to it. And so it can be a bow holder as well. And you can have one ribbon connected up here and have it on a hook and hang it. It could also be like like a nursery door decor. I've messed up my bow. That's okay. So lots of different things. Now the frame itself, just the in the hoop frame, so that you can stitch this out, is a free download that I've created for you. So on the Sip and Stitch homepage, I'm going to send out an email after I'm done with today's video. And on my website, let me show you that real quick. So in the top menu, there is a Sip and Stitch option, and you see homepage. Click there and scroll and see this is all the info for tomorrow's class. I'm going to make it on my PE 800, so I'm going to make the 5x7 version tomorrow. And it's a free design download. So you click right here, free embroidery design download, and fill out this, and it will automatically email you this design. So Sip and Stitch homepage has all the information at carlybell.com along with supplies. The only random thing that you might not have in your craft from is in order to give it like a little bit more structure, I use some flex or flexi foam in between my two layers of fabric and stabilizer to give it a little bit more structure. So that's the only odd thing. And if you don't have this, you could use quilt batting. I'm sure we can think of some other things that you can use as well to help give it a little bit more structure. But that is my announcement tomorrow, Sip and Stitch. It's going to be fun. I made this one in the 8x12 hoop on my 6 needle machine so that it would be nice and big for a stroller sign. But the tomorrow we're going to make the ribbon holder version, and it'll be smaller, and I'll probably just like put a monogram on it or something. Okay. Hello, Stacy. How are you? All right, so let's get started and talk about what we're going to do today and talk about the quilt. So, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, this is the PDF instructions for the quilt. And so you can see this side. This is what the layout's going to look with everything put together. Now, we have all of these blocks already made and the borders made. All right, they're just all in individual pieces right now. So we are going to start putting them together. So right here is section 1. So section 1, there's 4 sections. Section 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And what I want you to notice is the ones that are touching and the ones that are not. So what this is telling me is I should sew the Land That I Love and this filler block together first. I should sew my 2 hearts together. And I should sew my lace and my stars and flowers blocks. I'm going to do those 3 joinings of those blocks separately, right? Once those are together and the seams are ironed and pressed, then I can join this section to the heart section. And then when all of this is together, then I can join it to the lace and flower and stars section. So you kind of see that it is giving you a visual of how to put it together, but there are also written instructions telling you what to sew together first. And then, just like I said, you'll sew the heart unit to the horizontal lace. Oh, they want you to do this to this. And then sew all of that to the Land That I Love um, unit. So you put it all together. So let's lay this out. So there's section 1 and section 2. Now, section 2, we're going to do a little bit more work because I have not pieced together my flag yet. These were all individual blocks, and I have not sewn my ribbon onto my ribbon block yet. So this is something that we're going to work on. And because I figured that today's class was going to be pretty long and I wanted to get to the borders, I have already pieced together section 3 and section 4. And those are really simple and similar to section 1, where you just follow the directions and piece these sections and then put them all together. So I wanted you to get a good visual of how to put them together. And then this one's more complicated because we have more to do. All right. So to show you, this is section 3, all put together already. And you could see the back. I got all my seams pressed and everything, but that's section 3. And then this is section 4. And then what we'll do is once we have the sections together, we will, the sections finished, then we'll piece together them a section at a time. And so then we'll have this long ladder when we're done. But look how cute this has come out. So cute. Love it, I love it. And I want to also tell you about one of my boo-boos that I made at 10:30 last night because I was delirious and trying to get everything done. One of the last things I had to do was my 8-point stars. And we did this 8-point star in class. Came out cute, yes? So these two are the two that I did for my homework, and they look fine. However, I did totally forget to put batting in them. I don't know what I was doing, but I was not following my own instructions. And I did, because like these blocks were done a little bit differently in that we pieced the block together first in the hoop with no batting and no quilting. And they were separated in two, they were separated this way, I guess, in two different, oh, I sewed them together wrong too. I can see that now. It's fine. This is top and bottom, and this one's side to side. It's okay. Nobody knows but me. And we pieced those two together. Once they were pieced together, then you quilted it. And I had it all set up, but I totally forgot to put the batting under this when I quilted it. So these have no batting. It's fine. I also see now that I put together this one going up and down and these side to side. But again, this is fine. Nobody's going to notice. Let's see. Stacy says I can maybe add stitch in the ditch around it. Maybe so, but it's really not noticeable at all. You see the quilting perfectly fine. It doesn't look off or anything, I think. So again, this is me being delirious at 10:30. All right, so let's focus on section 1. So what I have done here is gathered all my section 1 blocks, and we're going to lay them out. And we're going to do that according to the little preview layout here. So I'm going to leave this on the side so you can see. This is what I'm focusing on. And so first I have Land That I Love and this. So these two are going to go together. Then we'll do the darker heart and the denim heart. And then I'm running out of room here, but you could see it's going to be something like that. So what I'm going to do is put them right sides together, and I'm going to turn them to the left. So I know this is how I'm going to feed it into my sewing machine. I'm going to feed it in with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now I am terrible in that I just want to get this done. And so I'm not pinning anything. And I'm even rarely using my clips until I get to longer pieces. When it's just a block to a block, I'm not pinning, I'm not clipping. This is totally personal preference. I know some of you are a lot better at sewing than I am, and that's probably because you take the time to do these things. But I'm just going to zip through, which is my problem with little mistakes that I make, but it's fine. Um, but again, this is all going to be personal preference on how you like to sew. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to put them right sides together and turn them to the left. And I know that's how I'm going to feed that in my machine. So here's the hearts, right, right sides together, turning it to the left. I'm going to feed it in my machine. Okay, here's these, right sides together and turn. So I'm bringing this stack with me to the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew these two, then these two, then those two. Got it? All right. So I did get my Stellaire back out. Now, she has not been serviced yet, but I feel like the problems I'm having with her are definitely more related to embroidery than to sewing. And I sewed all those other blocks together. I did not run into any hiccups. So I have, this is something that I find my knowledge is lacking as well. And I'm hoping to gain. So I'm going to a quilting class. My second class is tonight. And we're still in the cutting phase of everything. But next week, we're going to start putting blocks together. And I'm hoping that I will gain a better knowledge when it comes to all the different types of stitches and stitch lengths and things like that in this class. So what I've been using for all the other Kimberbell quilts I put together is I have a quilting piecing stitch on mine. You probably can't even see this. Let's move over here so you can see. So I have lots of options on here. My first sewing machine, it had normal straight stitch, a zigzag stitch, and other options. But for here, I'm using a quilting piecing stitch. It has the option to do a locking stitch at the top, and it has a stitch length of 2 millimeters, and the tension is set at 4. I also, with this machine, I have options of doing an automatic locking stitch when I start. And when I back stitch, it will automatically cut. And I have a laser that helps me keep things in line. So I don't know if you could see it there, and then I have my tape. I need all the help that I can get in order to sew the correct seam allowances. All right, so, and if you're new here, I started with embroidery and more recently got into sewing and quilting. So this is my new journey, and I'm glad you're coming along with me. And I appreciate all my friends that are here that give me all the great tips. I love it. Y'all have taught me so much. And I spoke to my quilt lady about that seam wool press bar that y'all told me about last time, and she didn't have any in her shop, but she's going to order one for me. So I'm going to wait to get it from her instead of ordering on Amazon, because I was telling her all about it. Okay, so this is something I have to be careful of because I start picking up things and turning them. I need to go straight here. I'm just going to make sure everything's lined up. Now I'm not doing a locking stitch at the beginning and end because I am just piecing. So I have this is called the dual feed foot or a move it foot that comes with the larger brother sewing embroidery combo machines. And I got a 1/4 inch foot guide on that foot. And I have links to all those things on that main home sewing page, main home page for this sew along. Okay, my camera. Let me move this around. The legs for the camera tripod are like right where I need to put my legs. That's better. All right. Okay, once it gets to the end of that, then I'll go to the next one. Make sure everything's lined up. The last one. And one of the things I like about these Kimberbell projects is I pretty much have a stitch line to follow. It's wherever your quilt, your batting was stitched down, that's pretty much your 1/4 inch. So I can see it. This blue line is also kind of my stitch line. So same here and here. So I have these 3 pieces put together like that. And now I can just snip these apart and double check. I got this one, then this one, and this. So this is how this is all going together. Another thing that I love about these Kimberbell projects is they are very forgiving for those of us that are not great at making points come together. So with these 2, it's very simple. I'll run a stitch down this. Now with these 2, I am going to make sure that this line going across here lines up just right. Okay, so when I do that. But before I join these together, I need to press the seams open. And I can say I was nervous about this lace block with the iron, but I did press the other, they have another one just like this, further down in the quilt, and it didn't give me any trouble. It pressed fine. So I have my little mini iron and I have a quilt clapper ready. And this was the bit of the little tool y'all were telling me about that would have been helpful. But I'll use it the next time I'm piecing together. Actually, this one's not, well, the laces and the seams on this side. So when we press it open on that side, that's when you're going to see. Okay, so I don't know who made up the phrase April showers bring May flowers, but in Louisiana right now, it's May showers because it's raining every single day. So hopefully in June, we have some good flowers. All right. So there's that one. That came together real nice. It's right on that edge of that lace. Okay. All right, so I'm reading the comments now. Give me all the tips. Okay, oh, Joanna had to leave. Thank you, Alma. She says, it's okay. Nobody's perfect. I am the furthest one from it, definitely. Okay. Thank you. All right, so here's Delta says piecing at 2 or 1.8 is good. I use a basting stitch of 4. I guess, or bigger when I have seams that are important to line up. Oh, and once I'm happy with them, I reset at the piecing size. That's a great idea. So that way, if you need to undo it, it's not so hard. Thank you for that tip. All right, Mary says she really likes using that mover foot. I do too. Um, let's see, in my FPP, that's paper piecing, right? What's the F for? I have learned to use Fons and Porter fabric glue to help hold seams when stitching difficult areas. Okay. And Linda says they need rain up in South Carolina. I will be happy to send it up there for you. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Good morning, Tammy. Okay. So now that these are pressed, we can start joining them together. And I'm thinking with this, I don't need to come back and press between each one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these two together and then sew that together. So it'll be like that. And then we'll come and press everything open. All right, so this is the seam that I want to line up. And it's super thick right here because we have stabilizer and background fabric with fusible interfacing on it. It's very thick. Sometimes I will put a pin. I know I've gotten this tip before where you put a pin on this side of the seam and have it come out on this side to help it really stay where it's supposed to. I've had decent luck with just clipping with these super thick ones. So I'm going to try that. And then I'm going to take this to the machine too, and we'll sew that when it's done. Okay. A little bit more. The better part with the pin right here is I could wait and pull the pin out last second. With the clip, I have to pull it out ahead of time because I can't even get close to under this foot. All right, let's see how I did. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so now we'll piece this together. And this one, there's no seam to line up, but I'm just going to put me a clip here. And I'm going to put another one here to make sure when this bottom seam is running, it doesn't get all crinkled and folded the wrong way. Okay, so with that, we now have section 1 piece together. And we just need to press that all open. So you can see all put together. And we'll just press it open now. Let me go put my stiletto back by my machine because I know I'm going to be looking for it in 5 seconds. Okay. Hi, Jenny. Good morning. Okay. So yeah, I did see, and I barely saw a glance of it when I was in the car waiting at the bus stop with Abigail this morning, and I saw someone piece together their quilt already. It was posted in my general Facebook group. I was so excited to see that. And I wanted to ask that person, how did they make out with the borders? Goodness gracious. I don't know. I didn't even count how many hoopings I did to get that 55, 56-inch length on the side borders for each one. And I did them all in a 6x10 hoop. And it felt like it took forever. Forever. Okay, this is done. Yay. So now technically I have sections 1, 3, and 4 all put together. So 3 and 4, same process as 1. Okay, just follow along with the instruction guide, doing 2 blocks at a time, and then where it makes sense to start joining them together to get the whole picture. Some things to take care when you are ironing these seams. Be mindful of the vinyl on the cherries on the other side. I didn't have any trouble with ironing the lace like we actually just did in this pink one. When I ironed it here, it was fine. And then when you are piecing and ironing, I stuffed my ribbon for my applique frame, the vinyl frame here, in here so it would not get caught up with piecing. And I was also took care when I was ironing this section to be mindful of the vinyl on the other side. Other than that, they come together exactly the same as this. All right, so now let's move on to section 2. And we have a few things to do for section 2. Let's do this first. So this is the ribbons block. Kind of had it, tried to put it in my envelope already situated. Let's see. These were some extra pieces I had. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Okay. So what they want you to do, and let me go back and reread this because I have forgotten. Here. Okay. So they are, you don't have to listen to them exactly, but they are starting with, let me do this, just start over. Also, I have some fabric marker happening here. Remnants, let's get that off. It probably came off the these I cut. Okay. Somebody was saying too that they changed the tide pins And now they have OxyClean in them. And that's not good for us because I don't want to accidentally discolor any of my fabric. She would the person posted like a picture where she spotted on her fabric and it discolored it. So I'm still using some old ones I bought a while back. So we'll have to look for that, and I will let y'all know if I find them without the OxyClean in it. I mean, really just water will take these off, but when I was doing when I was doing onesies and baby gifts, I'm the person that is making the gift an hour before the shower and like ready to give it to the person. Well, I didn't want to like have to completely soak the onesie to get my placement marks out and it still possibly be wet when it's time to actually give it to them. So that's when the Tide pen really helped me because then I could make something, just do a little spot of Tide and that dried fairly quickly. Same with my kids. Like I'm making my kids a shirt and it's like they need to put it on right away. Back when they were little, you know. Okay. You actually want this to be like jagged looking on the edges, but I could not rip mine because I put the fusible interfacing on the back and that made it hard to rip. Okay. Following this, we're doing this in the back first. And I'm putting these like, I guess a 1/4 inch or so above the fabric up here, just to make sure I got everything. All right, then you can start. Let's see, we got lace here. We got lace. We got blue. And I do want to make sure like this goes all the way across. So my quilting ends here. So I just want to make sure they're at the edge. And then they kind of have this one pushed over more. And then gold glory, red, star spangled banner. No, stars and stripes, star spangled banner. This one's in the middle. This one looks like it's under this one. I do want to get the spacing between the 3 main ones to look somewhat similar. And that one over there. Okay, whatever. It's whatever you want it to be. Now, once you have that, we are going to tape it all across. So let's see how well that's going to work. Okay, something like this. And as far as how far to go in with it, it says, now I think I made this whole block too big, but let me see. It's an 8x10 design. That's 9 by 11-ish. My overall block is. But the finished block is 8x10. So I have 1/2 inch on either side. So yeah, I think 1/4 inch would be good. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, and for this one, I'll do a locking stitch. Okay, so now all of those ribbons are caught well on the fabric. So that's done. And then what we're going to do is, I'm not ironing these yet because we are going to need to, yes, my dear.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you doing a live or are you just recording?
I'm doing a live. Watch this iron top. I'm doing a live.
Hello.
Elise says, good morning, everyone. Today is our first day of summer vacation.
And what today? After school.
After school. Okay, so what do we do on the first day of summer vacation?
Party.
Nope.
Party.
Nope.
Swim.
Nope. Well, you can't go swimming now. It's raining outside.
I can still swim in the rain.
Not if it's lightning and thunder.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't. We clean our rooms. That's what we do.
No.
Yes.
The only thing I'm cleaning is my stuffed animals because I want to find.
Oh, there you go.
My amusable like pickle and peanut.
Okay. All right.
Ow.
All right. Let me teach my class. I love you. No, that's my new microphone. Don't touch it. It's gonna make a loud sound for everybody.
Why is it furry?
Because it helps dampen sound. Love you. Bye bye. Okay. So this is my idea to keep these contained when we're piecing it to other things. When this is all said and done, I might try to carefully take an iron over them to get the crinkles out. And we can also trim the bottom of them to be the length that we want once the quilt is all put together. Okay, so that's that. Next, this one gave me some trouble. And I'm wondering if it's because maybe I actually sewed bigger pieces than I was supposed to. I'm not sure. But this is the patchwork flag. We did a class on this and we used borders designs to make these. And so I trimmed them to size after, and I was really concerned about when I was trimming because I was like, this seems way too small. But it's right. and here. So we did each of these as a separate, design. Now I did 2 of these in one hooping, 2 of these in one hooping, and then this by itself. And when you are done, this was the fabric. This was the size of the fabric when I cut it, like when I originally did it and embroidered it. But now they want you to cut it to this size. And so that was when I was cutting it, it was actually much more in than what I was thinking. And we pretty much cut it on the batting placement line. So when we were stitching these, the first step was the batting line and you placed your batting. And the second stitch was out more, and that was to tack down your fabric. We're trimming it all the way to the batting line. And so therefore batting will be in these seams. So that's what was making me second guess. Did I pick a design that was too wide for these? I don't know, but it is what it is. We have it. Now we just need to piece it together. So these were trimmed to be 2 inches wide by 5.5. And these were 2 inches wide by 8.5. And I think I used the 2-inch design, and maybe I should have used the 1.5-inch design. I can't remember what I used, but this is what we have, and we're going to put it together. So I'm going to put these 2 together and these 2 together. Rotate, rotate. I'm going to do that first, and then we'll come back and press and go from there. All right. Yeah, I was picking on Elise yesterday. I was like, you know what we do on summer vacation, right? She's like, what? I'm like, we clean. She did not like that answer, but she does need to clean her room. She can't find any. She's got like a whole corner. She's obsessed with stuffed animals, specifically these very expensive stuffed animals called jelly cats. I think I told y'all about that. I got her one for her birthday, like the one that she's been wanting for years. I found it. Well, she's got a whole corner of stuffed animals, and let me turn off the whole locking stitch thing. And so she just stacks them all up on each other. And then like when she goes to bed at night, she wants specific stuffed animals. And I'm like, I'm not going to dig through that giant pile. I'm like, you need to organize your stuffed animals so you know your favorite ones are like on your bed or on top of the pile at least. So that's what she's going to work on. Okay. Let's see if this works. So yeah. Oh, we're like right at the top of that A. That should be okay. All right. So again, you're going to have batting in your seams for this one. So, well, at least I am, because I guess I did something wrong, but I'm really not sure. I need to go find a video that Kim did making this block and see what I maybe could have done differently. Okay, that looks better. And now we can get it attached to the stars. Let's see, Linda says, our house is torn up by our daughter's stuff right now. I feel you on that. My house is always torn up by my daughter's stuff. They said the backlog is a month. What is it? What backlog? What are we talking about, Trish? Oh, Stellaire needs to go for annual inspection. Oh, yes. That's why I have a guy coming to my house. That's the whole reason why. Okay, that's going to work. That will line up nicely. Oh, the star block was trimmed to be 3.5 by 3.5. So that works perfectly now that I have this one pressed, sewn and pressed. This one is like a smidge too long. Let's see. Oh wait, no. When this goes together, hopefully. Okay, let's sew these two together first before I have a panic about the sizing of things. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so now those are there. And press that open. And now I can look at the long strip and see. And then I was also be a little mindful if you did like me, I ended up embroidering the stars instead of using the buttons, and I used metallic thread. And I don't know how metallic thread likes heat, so I'm trying to be mindful of keeping my iron off of them. Okay, now hold my breath. Still a little. I'm gonna have to trim. These aren't long enough. And that sucks because they were long enough and I trimmed them to be 8.5 inches. They are 8.5 inches. And now that doesn't work here. Because when this is done, I want it to be square. Okay, so I don't want to get my stars cut off. So I'm thinking about lining it up more on this side. And then this will get trimmed. I just hope it all goes together with the rest of section 2 when it's done. Okay. And there's no seams really to line up. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Did I switch cameras? I can't remember. Yes, okay. Okay. So there is our patchwork flag. It's just not close to being square, but hopefully that is let me get the rest. Let me press this and then get the rest of the pieces together and see what problems this may cause. Okay. So there is my WAPT patchwork flag. And let's see how this goes together with everything else. And we're working on section 2. Okay. So it needs to be the same width as the stars and stripes. And I got wiggle room. This is too wide, I think. So ultimately, I need these two to be the same width, but then I do want to make sure that when I join the house and the other blocks on the side, I end up being the same overall width as my section 3. It would have been okay if I was taking away from the height, because then that just would have made my overall quilt a little bit shorter, but I don't want it to be wonky where this section 2 is skinnier than section 3. But then I can just make up for it on the edges. I have to take away a little bit on the edges. Okay. So what I'm going to do is join these two, and I'm thinking I want to go on the inside of this seam. So what I'm going to do is line this up. I might sew from this direction and sew right on the inside of this one. Okay. Lisa says she had trouble sewing the flag together too. The directions were not clear. Yeah, it's a little hard to understand. It seems like the sizes are off. Okay. Okay. So this is what we're left with. That looks okay. So now I'm going to square this up. Let me press it. Okay, the ribbon seems like it's not giving me any trouble. It's all probably polyester, and polyester has a pretty high heat tolerance. Okay, so this is something else I could say. I'm not super comfortable with, but I figured, let's see, is this long enough? Let me use my bigger ruler to get more. And I have grips on this one too to make sure I don't slip. Okay, what I'm thinking is lining up the bottom of this block with a line, and then the shortest flag piece I have is this guy. So line that one up, and so that will trim that. I think that's gonna work. Where's my rotary blade? That's gonna cut off my star here, but it is okay. Okay. Okay, so that looks a lot better now. Yeah. So let's see. Now that we have these done, let's look at the rest of the layout and start putting those together. We have the roof and house block goes here. Then this filler block. Then this pieced filler block. Sorry, y'all can't see. Pieced filler block. Applique frame with the bow on the bottom. I have my ribbons coming up and tucked into my vinyl to keep them out of the way. All right, this pieced filler block, and then this flower. Okay, so that's us. Now it's not close to being pieced together yet, but let's see. Yeah, we should be fine as far as width goes. And then this guy we're gonna trim to be whatever these end up being. Once these are all pieced together, I have a feeling the bottom of this guy will need to be trimmed, but we'll see. All right, so let's start with the house, and we'll do the roof with the house. Turn to the left-hand side, and then when that's done, I will sew that together. So I'll go to my machine with that first and not get myself confused. Okay, and this was one of those blocks where they like already split the design for you so that when you sew it together, it should look nice. Let's see. Yeah, should have shifted it over a little more. Let me unpick that. Now I see what I think Mary was telling me with doing the basting stitch. Like with this would have been one I could have done the basting stitch with, because I do need to line up. Okay. All right, let's try that again. And so okay, see if I can do better. Let's see, I'll do the basting stitch this time. So let's increase the stitch length to 4. Let's see if I get it right this time. No, I still don't like how this goes way off here and this one starts here. I guess it's like shifting when it's, because it's so thick. So do you see? This is me probably being a little too picky here, but I don't like how the roof goes off to the side here, but it's starting lined up here. I guess it needs to have a little overhang on both sides, which is what I thought I was doing. Okay. Shift it more this way. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Hold my breath. Yay, that looks a lot better. Okay, so now that, I'll fix all this after. But now that I got that where I want, now I'll go back and reduce my stitch length to 2 and run over it again just to make sure it's secure. Okay, that's done. And now we're adding this on to the bottom. Okay, so we have this side now. Okay, I'll have to fix all this after. Okay, so here is this. Let's see how these line up. Yeah, so you can see where I'm going to trim off the bottom of here once this is pressed. Okay, now let's work on this side. And this will go here. And then this will go here, and then that will go there.
Have left of your life.
A decent amount.
Because I'm hungry.
Okay, well, I told you this last night. You have to fix yourself breakfast. Just eat. You just want to eat Fruity Pebbles in a cup anyway. Okay, what about the frozen pancakes? You could just pop in the microwave for like 40 seconds.
Can I move the camera for you?
No, you cannot move the camera. Now this piece is a decent amount longer, but like wider. You see that? So I'm going to put it in the middle and just trim it after.
Can I take another sewing class?
For
the ones at the sewing shop?
Yes, I'm going to ask Miss Laura this evening when I see her, when she's going to have more kid classes, but it'll probably be in July.
Why are you talking
like that? Like what?
Like that.
Like that? I don't know. That's how I talk. Oh, I forgot to put on the filming sign. Okay, we'll go put my filming sign up, please. I have a sign, I tape on my door when I'm filming in their home so that they know. She's going to barge in anyway. She's not going to let that stop her. Okay, there's that.
This is pretty.
And now.
Mama.
Yep.
This is pretty.
What's pretty? Oh, yeah, I made that for Sabrina. For her little boy when they go to Disney World, because they love Disney World.
Why does it say the Vegas family?
Because that's their last name.
Like somebody that lives in Las Vegas.
No, it's not for Las Vegas.
When we go to Los Angeles, we go into Las Vegas?
No, we're not going to Las Vegas. Los Angeles. No, not the same place. They sound like it. Okay. This one's going to need some squaring. Okay, Lacey did something. Is my microphone working?
Can you hear us?
I think so, yeah. I see the little green bar. Okay, we're back. This is the piece that I just put together. It's a little too wide right here, so I'm gonna square that. But I'm gonna press everything first. Let me turn my iron back on.
Oh, Mama.
Yes.
Can you do that? My coaster.
Oh, I need to do that, yeah.
I don't even know where I put it.
I don't know where you put it
You can
either.
just take cities.
Well, I have the file in my computer. I just need to make it with different fabrics.
Yeah.
So make a list of sewing projects you want to do this summer, because you know my memory is not good.
But why?
And we'll make a list and we'll tape it to the wall. So whenever we have free time, we're like, oh, this is what we want to work on.
Like my clip that I used to never fix.
Exactly. Make me a list. I work best with lists.
Oh, I'm gonna take this back.
Oh, yeah.
My butterfly.
Yeah, see, I did fix something. So go get a notebook and go put it on your dresser. Oh, this is going to be super hard to watch out.
Can I help them?
Hot iron and cord. This is going to be super hard to press open because there's so much thin stitching right here. So I'm going to press this one, go into one side. It's just going to have to be bulky right here.
Mama, look at that shoe.
Yeah, Mama Debbie made that.
You did?
Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to be mindful of the vinyl on the windows here. And I got to get all these.
I didn't touch this.
That's probably hot too, because the iron was on
Well,
sitting on there.
As hot, but it's hot.
Okay, here's a job for you. You see all these little white threads coming out of here?
I get the scissors and cut them.
Well, here, use this one.
But these.
These are better.
But these have a kitty clip on them.
I know that I usually stick that on my machine, but these are sharper. These are going to work better.
Okay.
So come over here away from the iron and cut.
Yeah.
Get as close as you can,
but
don't snip my fabric. And if you want tweezers, that might help. I have tweezers, but I don't know where they are.
I don't either.
Okay.
Use the rainbow one.
The rainbow ones don't work as good. The silver ones work the best. I had them.
Why do you have two of the same scissors?
I had one pair. I only had one pair first, and then they started getting dull and not cutting good.
Mama, I was confused. You had your gold scissors, but I thought they weren't working anymore.
The gold scissors, they kind of work, but they don't work great.
But you got new ones for that.
I got new ones. They're somewhere. They got a piece of fabric. Tape.
Yeah, you did.
Here, tweezers. There you go. Okay.
What do I do with these?
So sometimes it's easy to pull this thread up and then cut like that. Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Elise is cleaning up.
I don't want to clean up.
Well, I mean, you're fixing my block for me. You're fixing it. Oh, Ozzy's crying. You might need to go put him in Abigail's bed.
No, but I'm cleaning.
You cleaning? Yes.
Why don't you just sew the edges of these so there's no...
I will end up sewing the edges. You don't have to clip all on the side. This part, this is the part that you need to clip because that is going to get seen even after I sew everything together.
The tweezers help this bit.
Yeah, the tweezers help a lot.
Can I cut this one in half?
No, wait.
Why are we going to cut it? Is it gonna like?
Okay, get that one.
What does it do when we cut it?
It's just getting those white threads out because that's those white threads aren't supposed to be on that side. They're supposed to be on the back side, but they got caught up.
Oh.
There goes Ozzy.
Didn't you do like a Christmas one like this?
Yeah, we did the Christmas pillow that had the twinkle lights in it, remember?
Yeah.
So this is a 4th of July quilt.
But it's not even summer yet.
It is summer. You're out of school.
No, it's not. It's still spring.
Okay, but you can decorate for 4th of July early.
No, we can't.
We got a Snoopy flag
That's different.
in the front yard. That's red, white, and blue.
Different.
That's different because it's Snoopy.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
Look, there's a star on it.
But I wanted to have it done.
There's a star on it.
I know it's a star.
Why do I look different in the camera?
I know.
My hands look different. My hands look a lot different.
Okay, watch out. I got a hot iron.
They're paler.
That's probably because all the lights.
Why don't you turn off them?
Because then I can't see. And nobody else can see either.
When I film cover stars, I don't do any fancy lighting, and the lighting still looks perfect.
Okay, be careful what you cut here because we don't want these stitches to come undone. Okay, you did great. Okay, Elise fixed. Ooh, okay, Elise fixed this one. She got all the little white threads out of there for me. Okay, now I need to square this, and then we'll put everything together. So we're gonna. This goes this way. I'm like, I know this bow goes on the bottom. All right.
But it doesn't look like a bow.
It will be when we do these.
Can I tie it?
Yeah. Yeah, you tie it. I'm going to go put Ozzy in Abigail's bed. Yeah, they can still hear me. Lay down.
They hear me?
Not until I get close to you. Because the microphone's hooked on my shirt. You cannot get a microphone.
I tied it.
You tied it? Let me see. Ah, very good. Very good. Okay. Let's tuck this in here, though, because I don't want to accidentally sew them.
Oh, is that for so you don't sew them?
No, we're going to put a picture in there. Like print, like a family picture or something.
Can it be me?
Can it be you? Yes, it can be you. Okay, so now I need to fix this. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to undo you, Boo, because I'm going to, you have to do it again for me.
Ooh, flower.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to cut my ribbons on accident.
I'm hungry.
Well, go eat.
But I don't have any.
You have plenty of, there are tons of things in this house for you to eat.
I want to eat eggs.
Well, you can eat eggs when I'm done teaching this class.
I eat the same thing every morning. I want to eat something different.
Okay. All right. So that is good.
Am I going to the bakery this summer?
You might be able to in July. All right, that looks good. Now we could start putting, oop, watch your foot.
Falling.
That keeps falling, yeah. Now we can start putting these together. So let's see how that goes.
What is that?
These are ribbons. I got them taped together so I don't sew them on accident. Okay, watch your hands. So what I'm going to do is make sure everything's lined up at the top. This is going to be, and then whatever overhang we have at the bottom here will get trimmed. Actually, this one I might need to center up. This one.
Oh, I gave Owen and Ozzy a treat.
Oh, but is this supposed to line up with this?
I don't know.
You gave Ozzy and Owen a treat? Thank you. Okay, let me see.
There's some space.
There's some space. I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. No, this does not line up with this. this is like here. And this doesn't line up with this either. So this is fine. What I have here is fine. Okay, so let's do this first.
Ooh, what is this thing?
That is a thread stand.
It makes a weird noise when I shake it.
Okay. Don't drop it on your foot. It will hurt. It's
I
heavy.
think it has stuff inside of it. It feels tiny. Ugh. Why do they feel tiny?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Yvonne from California.
Aren't we going there?
Yes, we're going to California this summer. Going on an adventure. And Mom's going to find every quilt shop they have.
Furry fabric.
And we're going to get furry fabric because Elise has a very specific summer sewing project that she wants to do that involves making a onesie for her teddy bear. She wants it to be fuzzy.
Because they have a jelly cat. It's a teddy bear and it has a onesie on it. And I want it so bad, but I can't get it. And I already named him Bear Bear. And so Mom's saying I already have a bear, which is a completely different bear. So we're just gonna make a onesie for it.
We're gonna make a
I want
onesie.
the real one. I want to get the real bear without the onesie because it'll be cheaper. Then we make the onesie.
That, yeah, we could do that.
I want to get the actual bear because I want the baby.
So you want to hear my mom logic, guys? There is this jelly cat bear that she wants. His name is Bartholomew Bear. And he normally is not super expensive as far as when it comes to these very expensive stuffed animals. I think his normal price is like $33. Okay, I can.
Oh, Mama, somebody asked, is the flower sideways?
Is the flower sideways? I'm not on a flower on this one. So for the next one, oh, it might be. I'll have to go look.
No, the picture doesn't look sideways.
How does it look in the example picture?
It looks frontways.
Okay.
It's normal.
Looks normal ways?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me finish telling my story. So the regular Bartholomew Bear is not extremely expensive. It's about $33. I could do that. The same bear with a onesie sewn on it is like $68. And I told her, no way, Jose. That
On your chair.
you got on my chair? Okay. I was like, I can make that that onesie for a lot cheaper than $30. Back up. You can't be in my way. I have that chair over there for a reason because look, you see it knocks.
That stuff fell the other day too.
This knocks everything over. All right, get back. Get back where
I moved the chair back here.
That's where the chair is.
Can I move it right here?
No, you cannot move it right there.
But it's comfy.
Lacey.
Okay.
Okay. This is what we did. We sewed this. So yeah, I told my story. I said, we're not buying a $68 stuffed animal bear.
I thought Mimi was gonna get me the bear, but it turns out she got me a comfy pillow instead.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Wait, let me go get the pillow to see what
now the question is this flower? Yeah, the flower. I don't know which direction it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to be turned. So I can fix that.
Yellow with pink flowers.
Yes, your pillow.
And it's shaped like a square instead of a rectangle, but I'm still hungry.
Okay, I told you how to solve your hunger problem.
No, you didn't. Cereal is for nighttime, not for morning. It tastes better at night, but I don't want to eat it for breakfast.
Okay. All right, I got to fix my little mistake here. Thank you for pointing that out to me, Linda. All right.
But it was upside down?
Yeah, I had it turned this way. It needs to be this way.
Okay.
So that is an easy fix. But I do want to press this back so I can
Can we watch Ratatouille today?
Ratatouille. Yes. And you need to go practice piano. You have piano today. Oh yeah.
I'm not used to having it on days when they don't have school.
I know. It's your last class.
Oh, also we can get canes too.
Yeah, Dad's gonna take you to Canes.
I got a birthday certificate singing at school. These guys came and
This way.
they were giving us prizes on how much we read. And so the people that read a lot, they got stuff like they got a bike and they got like a bunch of certificates to get a coupon at fast food places like Cane's and Papa John's. And they were saying they had a mascot and it was like a robot guy and his name was Bob. And it was his birthday today. So they were calling up people that their birthday was today, and they said, "Is anybody's birthday on May 20th?" And nobody's birthday was on May 20th. It said, "Was anybody's birthday on May 19th?" Nobody's birthday was on May 19th.
Stay over here so they can hear you.
And then they said, "Is anybody's birthday on May 18th?" And then my friend Madden, he said, "Elise, that's you." Well, my birthday's not May 18th, it's May 17th. And so then they called May 17th, and I went up and I got 2 Cane's awards and a Papa John awards, and they're all like coupons to get a free kids meal.
Yay.
So when we go to piano, we can use the Cane's one.
Yeah, so you got to remember to grab your certificate off the fridge.
Oh,
Great seam ripper, yes. Seam ripper is our best friend.
I don't know.
That's the special tool I use to take the things apart after I sewed them. I made a mistake, so I need to undo my stitches.
Also,
That's more better.
I'm happy you called for birthdays because I would not be called for the reading.
The reading.
Because it's a program called AR Reading.
Oh, I forgot
so
to move
like
the camera. Sorry, guys.
You do a quiz on it on the website, and based on how many of them some people did, they would get like an award.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do none of them because I don't like that thing.
I need to put more water in my iron.
Can I sip your water?
Make her a bear, then sew the onesie and make it cuter than the one it comes with. There we go.
No, I still want a white onesie. So they have 2 different ones with the onesie. One of them is a little cute white fluffy robe. The other one is a onesie that can come off. So I want to get the one with the onesie. Like we've seen it so many times at the store, at different stores, and they still said no.
And Mom still says no.
Like we were on vacation and I was getting a little cow jelly cat. Let me go get him.
Okay, yeah. Show him what a jelly cat is.
His name is Moo Moo.
Moo Moo, yes. Okay. So this is I did it wrong again. Didn't I?
I got 2 of them.
I did it wrong again.
Jelly cats. This is Moo Moo, the little cow. He lays down and he's super soft. And this is Maple, the pancake. This was my dream one. I've always wanted this one. My whole entire jelly cat collection. I've always wanted this one. I finally got it for my birthday. And this one's like super rare. Like you'd have to go to New York to get it. Like at the Jelly Cat Cafe. It's really cute. It's a little diner place with a bunch of food that'd be at a diner with legs and a little mouth and a smiley face.
Oh, I never sent out my newsletter today. I was going to put the picture of the cake I made you with your jelly cat next to it.
To New York But that was even before I knew Jellycats were a thing. So now I wish we could go back to New York and do it. And oh, something happened.
Oh no, back up.
What's that thing for? Can they still hear us?
I don't know. Let me see.
Wait, whose house is that?
That was in Salem.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, they can still hear us.
Okay. And I've always been wanting this one. And Abby stalks the Jellycat website because Abby loves them too. And she saw this one was in stock in the Jellycat website, and this one's always out of stock. And they got it, and they got it for me for my birthday. And her name is Maple.
Maple.
So as I was talking,
y'all think I talk a lot. I always say that for my videos. I'm like, I take so long because I talk so much. But y'all have not listened to Elise talk. She talks a lot more than I do. Okay, but don't talk for a second. I keep messing this up and I need to not mess it up.
What happens?
I keep sewing it to the wrong place. Okay, so let me look at my picture. This guy's at the top. Frame with the bow on the bottom. Red stars, flower with the leaves at the bottom. This is where I need to sew. Here.
Can I talk now? Okay.
Yes,
So,
now you can talk.
When we went to the store to get Moo on vacation in Boston?
Yeah, we got Moo.
No, Maine.
We got.
It was in Maine.
No, it was in Boston. It was in the little shops around.
Yeah, it was this place called Giggles, I think.
Yeah.
And they had Jellycats. And this one I've been wanting for so long. And I saw it.
Oh wait, they can't hear you because I'm standing over here.
And I saw Moo and I screamed. And nobody was in it. And before that, we went to this other store and they had Moo. But
Go back this way.
I mean, they didn't have Moo, but they had Bear, and they still didn't have Moo. Now I wanted Bear so bad, but Mom and Dad wouldn't let me get it because it wasn't Moo with pancakes. And then we saw it at Mimi's, a store in the mall where they have Jellycats, and they had Bear for like a month, and I wanted it so bad, but we still couldn't get it.
No, because Mama is not paying $68 for a stuffed animal.
They're special. They're hand sewed. Actually, that's why they cost less money. It says they're made with love.
Oh no. Okay.
And they have amusables. This one's an amusable. Normally they're like really little and extra monies. So I like these ones more. But I started getting more amusables. I started liking the amusables more. Now I like the smudges more. The smudges are one that lay down and they're extra soft. Like they're extra fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what I was talking about.
Okay. Let's stop talking now. I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Why don't you go find some breakfast while I finish
There's nothing
this?
to eat.
Baby, there's plenty of
Can
things
I have
to
grilled
eat.
cheese for breakfast?
No, I can't make you a grilled cheese at this moment.
Can we eat La Madeleine today?
No, we can't eat La Madeleine today.
I forgot.
So what I'm worried about with this is where I piece this one, because remember this one, I'm going to have to trim this bottom.
Mama, how come you have so much light, but the video scene still isn't that light?
So I want to make sure that when let me go, I guess I should go ahead and trim this now, and then that will help give me a better idea that I line this one up to where I'm not cutting off all of the bottom of this one, is what I'm worried about. Okay.
Why is it so big?
What is so big?
The thingy.
What thingy?
The thingy.
This block?
Yeah.
It's just big?
Very big. So you put it up on the wall like the other one?
Yeah,
put it up on the wall like the other one.
Yeah, I want to put it downstairs. Actually, I want to put it, you know, at the bottom of the stairs. I got that little bit of wall where your pink chair is right now.
Yeah.
I want to put a ladder right there and put this.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Phew, I'm surprised she stayed in here that long. She don't stop talking at all. She does not stop talking. She just goes and goes and goes and goes. And I blame my husband because I don't talk that much. I probably do, but I'm just saying. Okay, this is what I am trying to figure out to make sure that this guy, I don't care if a little bit comes off the top of this. I didn't want this to look off because that is a frame in there. So now I'm going to line this bottom corner up, and then I'll trim off the top of that. Oh, she's back. Yep.
Can I eat the Papa John's thingy?
The cinnamon?
Yeah. Or is it old?
When did we get this?
I don't know. On my birthday?
Okay, then it's still good.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long do I warm it up
So
for?
look at me. You can't put metal in the microwave.
I know.
Okay, so you...
It said it 1,000 times.
I say it 1,000 times. So cut you a piece out of here, put it on a plate, and then put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and see if it's warm enough. If it's not, do another 30 seconds.
So I just click on the start
The
button?
start button. Yes, that's 30 seconds. Thank you, all for saying she's cute. She is cute. She's a hot mess too. Hot mess. Oops. That broke. Okay. Okay. Make sure I'm doing this right. It's going to open like that. Got it lined up more on the bottom. And then I will trim the top. Hold this here to make sure that's staying where it's supposed to. Okay. "30 seconds magic number." Yes. Shay says, "I forgot about this age. My boys are 13 and 15. Oh, she's not far behind. She just turned 10. But Abigail is 13. She's gonna be 14 in July. But they're total opposites because Abigail is like, I don't even know how to describe it, but like, you know how they always say the second kid? Elise it's a prime example of the second kid. Prime example. Okay. I need to get my stiletto. It's a stiletto. But yeah, she's a mess. This is why I wanted to get these videos done before she was done with school. So today was supposed to be the last class, but then I ended up moving things because of my birthday week and Chris being off, and we had some house projects. So y'all be prepared. The 2 classes next week are going to be similar. Way at least probably going to be talking your head off. Okay, so I'm like, what happened? No, I got a clip. Okay. All right, so that's there, and I will trim that top section off. I'm not worried about that being off because that is just filler block. So it really doesn't matter what their final size is as long as everything is square. All right, so there is our finished section 2. Now I'm going to press it open and trim off that little top bit. And then we're going to start sewing sections together. And then we'll get to the borders. So yeah, I knew this class was going to be long, which is why I sewed sections 3 and 4 already. Good news is that next week Abigail will be home too, and she will be able to contain her sister a little bit. At least when she's hungry and she wants things, Abigail can help fix her things. But I keep telling Elise, I'm like, you're 10 years old now. You gotta start being a little bit more independent. These ones with the batting in them are a little harder to get open. Okay. So that is done. And let's trim this. All right, so those filler blocks there are just a little bit smaller than these, but that's fine. Makes everything work. Okay, so we have all 4 sections. I don't think I have to worry about this so much anymore, but I want to keep it there. Okay, we have all 4 sections done. Now let's check the width. That is good. So, yay. All right, so we got section 1, section 2. I think this one's 3 and this one's 4. And first we'll do 1 and 2 together. So I'll flip this over. And it looks like this seam and this seam do line up. So that's the one I'm going to try my hardest to match. Oh, I never ironed this one. I never ironed this side after I pieced it. Oh, that's my clapper. There it is. Thank you, Linda. Dee says, Carly, I know what you mean. I raised 3 girls. Whew. We almost had a third. We talked about it, and then Chris decided to go back to school. And I was like, ain't no way I'm going to be able to be pregnant and having an infant when you're in school, when he was in anesthesia school, so it was like really um time consuming, involved. He was away for like 9 months, doing clinicals all around the state. Um, and always, either studying or doing clinicals. Like he was never home. I was like, ain't no way I'm going to be pregnant and have an infant while you're not here and have two other kids. I said, I will go cuckoo because with Elise and Abigail, I threw up every day. Every day. It was not a picnic by any means. So I knew how I was pregnant, and I'm like, that's not gonna be good for anybody. So it didn't work out, but I'm happy. I got my two girls. That's what I was supposed to have. And that is good. Okay, everything's falling everywhere. All right, now this is nice and flat, like it's supposed to be. Okay, and then this right side down, and I'm lining up this seam. Actually, it looks like I'm gonna have some overhang on this side. Let me keep this straight. Looks like there'll be a little bit overhang on that side because I'm lining this seam up right there. Okay. All right, let's go over to the machine. Oh no, I just thought about Abigail's getting off the school early, the bus early, and I'm not going to be able to go pick her up, and it's probably raining. Okay, I lost my stiletto again. There it is. Okay, so that is section 1 and section 2 connected. So we have the top half of the quilt done. And now we will check to see what time Abigail actually gets out of school, because it's a half day. It's not a normal time. Okay, she's still at school. She's not even on the bus yet. Okay, I'll keep checking that. And when I see she's getting close and if it's raining, then I'm probably going to stop so I could go get her. All right. What's next? Next, we have section 3. Double check I have section 3 put together correctly, with the exception of my turned 8-point stars. Oh, I keep clicking something. Okay, there we go. My turned 8-point stars, but nobody can tell that but me, or my lack of batting. Let's see. I got the 8-point stars filler, applique back, America the Beautiful filler, and then this was easy. Oh, I did not do a good job at this though. Now I'm looking at it more closely. I didn't look at this when I did it, but because you have this grid background quilting, it would be better if those grid pieces were lined up. So I'm not going to worry about it, but ideally that would be better. I think if I did do that though, I would be off a good bit on my side. So I'm going to leave that alone. But my flowers look like they're coming out of my vase really nicely. So that is there. And this will go here. And it looks like these two seams will line up. So I will mark those and clip them. And the width on this one looks just right. So that's good. Okay, so now we're going to do 1/4 inch seam allowance on that. Okay. And I'm double checking all my ribbons out the way so I don't actually stitch any accidentally. Okay. Okay, starting to mess with things being stiff and awkward. And I don't have any space to the left here. I have a printer right there, so I can't lay my quilt out. You can see, like, it's just awkward. And that things want to move. There we go. Okay. So we have sections 1, 2, and 3 together. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and now we'll do section 4 on the bottom, and I'm double checking. I have section 4, the tri-star, let feet and ring, vertical lace, filler, cherries from C to C. And everything looks square. Let's see how we do here. There are no seams that line up. So we're just doing this. And the width looks right. So that's good. And so we'll just clip this and sew. And then once we have this done, we'll press everything open, and then it's starting to figure out the borders. In worst case, maybe we'll save borders for next class if we can't get it all done today. Okay, that looks good. That's going to be right. So I'm going to roll this guy up so maybe it'll be a little easier. Left mouse.
When I get the watermelon juice, do you add a little bit of water in it?
You can.
Did you do it when I had it?
I don't think I did.
You're still livin'?
I'm still livin'. Okay. I'm sewing the same thing. I'm just sewing all the big pieces together now. Okay, now we're done with the whole thing being pieced together. Let me get this tape off of here. So this is almost as tall as I am. We have first and second, third and fourth section. You'll see all that. So yay, we got it all pieced together. Okay, I'm gonna save borders for next class, just so that I can watch to get my other daughter off the bus. Today's her last day of school and it's raining. And the bus stop is not in front of my house. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope seeing all of this pieced together live, step by step, helps you. So all I'm going to do now is go press all these seams open where I connected the 4 sections and have that ready. And then I'm going to repress all my borders, make sure they're trimmed good, and measure my length. So now from this, I can tell, okay, how long of a border do I need? And then in the next class, we'll piece the border and we'll start figuring out the backing. So it might have to add on an extra class next week. I have to look at my calendar and see. We got a bunch of appointments. So I'll see when we can squeeze it in, or we might have to push the binding back one more week and finish the binding the first week in June. But we're getting it done. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to still wait to do anything with this because we're going to do stitch in the ditch. And that means going all around these seams. And I'm going to wait to freshen up my ribbons when everything is done. And then I'll press them and trim them and make them all nice and everything. Okie dokie. All right. Thanks so much. Okay, I say Linda says, where am I getting my ladder? I don't know yet, but as soon as I find one, I will tell you. All right. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.